action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
The Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against Indiana.
And the thing I took away from that game was how dominant they were on the boards.
Well, it's impossible not to see that domination. Based on the numbers, it was really lopsided in the rebounding battle.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Young, Anatovich out there with Williams. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. James kicks to Irving. There's the feed to Love. Takes the 13-footer, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Black. One of their harder tasks in this game will be finding a way to slow down the explosive scorer, Joe Johnson. He said there isn't any one answer, as Johnson can and will play so many different roles in an offense throughout the course of the game. He said he can initiate plays as well as finish plays. We'll just have to make sure we don't lose track of them. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. James, the pass to Irving. Young with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. When you struggle, you do everything you can to get back on track. And Clark, his teammates, joined him in a pregame shoot-around before this one.
Well, I think that's really, Kevin, an example of two players doing everything they can to make sure that they don't fall into the habit of being satisfied or complacent with their game. And you got to really applaud and respect that.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Johnson off the pick from Thompson. Johnson dishes to Thompson. Tries again. And Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Back to Irving. Launches it. And yes, sir, that one drops. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thompson against Irving. And Thompson kicks to Bogdanovich. Thompson outside. Out left to the wing. Puts up a three. Bogdanovich, no luck. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside Irving. They set the screen. James. Thompson with the rebound.
The defender was in his jersey that time, Steve.
And it rattled him. He clearly was not comfortable at all on the release.
Now Cleveland moving it up. James with the ball. The dish to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got 5 now.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Thompson up top, covered by Irving. Thompson with the bucket.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. LeBron outside. He kicks it to Irving. Here's Mozgov. A 14-point game for him in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Lock at 6. Here's Irving. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got his third basket of the night. Nets trail by 4. Thompson outside. Passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Thompson. And he's knocked off course by the knee. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. Second, the Cavaliers.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
That's the way to move the ball.
In for the Nets. making a change here. Jelitovich is checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Now here's Beverly, defended by Jack. Beverly, the pass to Smith. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Jefferson. Thompson inside the line. Money from the wing. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Well, up to this point, a contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, Clark and Steve, what do you guys think about what they have or haven't been doing?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, the monster in that last game against the Pacers gave them a bit of a boost. He ended with 14 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game, clearly, Steve.
Yeah, he played a huge role for them. His contributions are always important, but I thought he was particularly good that night.
Yeah, he was very solid. Just really locked in, engaged, on task. Solid performance tonight.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Jelitovich kicks to Bogdanovich. Thompson against Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Johnson. Pass to Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Thompson dishes to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Second shot opportunity. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Nets. Jack comes in for Thompson. And the first half is now in the books. Nets lead by 6.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I'm not going to single out any one guy because we've gotten contributions from all over the place. I can't say enough about the work you fellas did coming off the bench especially. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D and the steals we got out of it. Let's keep that heat on them. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Jaron Williams out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Young. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. And it's sent back by Irving. Thompson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. All right, let's go over to the second with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through the monster. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving. That's leading by 4. Thompson outside. Young with no one around. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds now in the game. James with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. James kicks to Shumpert. Pass to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 9. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Thompson outside. Lopez a screen on Irving. It's Thompson off the drive. The pass to Young. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Here's Shumpert. Can't get it to fall.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Dishes it to Love. A floater, and that one's good. Love's got 9.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Nets with the lead. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Irving against Thompson. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
The first one falls.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 12 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
The Nets making a switch here. Jeletovic is checked in.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Love inside, working on Jeletovic. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Kevin Love. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And Thompson kicks to Lopez. LeBron outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Joe Johnson picks one up.
And let's take a look now at Iman Shumpert's numbers. How he performed last season. He put up about 8 points per game last season. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
It's Thompson off the drive. Johnson, the pass to Thompson. Leaner from distance. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 3rd rebound tonight. James with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Mozgov dishes to LeBron. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. 6 to shoot. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving for the Cavaliers.
I like that shooting.
What's up?
In for Iman Shumpert. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Plumlee, he's checked in for Lopez. Both teams making some changes here.
Nothing gonna play my part.
Williams against Smith. In the corner, it's Jefferson. Back to Williams.
Hey, join me, bro. Join me. Wait, who broadcasting? Hold on. Wait, what court you at? It depends on what court you at. What court you at?
Now let's take a look at our assist. The game
I'm not
presented
gonna
by
I'm
State
gonna look
Farm.
at your
About the
broadcast.
creativity,
Oh,
guys.
wait.
Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4. Lamont Shumpert is out there with Patrick Beverly.
Oh, wait, you trying to
And it's
play me?
Moskov in its center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
All right, hold on then.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy,
I'm from my
defensively,
part.
they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
All right,
They've
come
repeatedly
on.
gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Cavaliers leading. Outside Shumpert.
Come on, bro. Hurry up and load, bro.
He dishes it to Beverly, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain
Y'all
possession.
come to my part, bro. Come to my
A
part.
long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
How am I come to you at my part?
LeBron passes to Shumpert. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Out to
I'm
Shumpert.
gonna broadcast too.
The tray. Thompson with the
Hey, bro, what's your
rebound.
YouTube channel?
Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Moving it up.
What's your
A
YouTube
nice shot by
channel? I forgot,
Bogdanovich.
dude.
And the Nets lead by 1. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this.
No,
I
what's
agree with
your
you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of
what
tells
is
the
your
story of this
YouTube
game.
channel
Yeah,
name?
what's that? 7 elite changes already here. So this is a great matchup, guys. 2 competitive teams going at it.
So your
The
name?
drive by James. Feeds it to Moskov. Kicks it to LeBron.
All right.
Outside Shumpert.
What court you playing on my part?
Love with the screen for Shumpert. Back to LeBron. He feeds it to Shumpert. There's the dish to Love. And the shot is good.
You
Love's got
videos?
11 in the second half.
You know, as soon as he got an opening, he let it fly. That was a big shot there.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Thompson for 3. Here's Lopez. LeBron grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're
It says you
just
don't
over
say your name.
50%. 7 of 13 on 3.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Back to Thompson. And there's the feed to Lopez. Lopez sets a screen for Thompson. Pass to Bogdanovich.
Okay, I'm pissed off.
Shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 3.
You got
Drive by
check out my
James.
YouTube channel.
Moskov dishes to James. Cleveland moving it around.
Yep, I can talk to you.
And Beverly
Mine
gets to
is
Shumpert.
TREKRAK.
Required. No luck. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Bogdanovich passes to Thompson. And it's
Yep, I'm
Thompson
broadcasting right now.
again missing.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that.
Alright, what's
Everything
up,
was right on
everybody?
target. It just didn't fall.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing
So
in
yeah,
the
the
way.
last time I was doing it, I was
Guys, they're
broadcasting
looking
last
for a way to
night.
score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the
So,
basket so far.
not really that many parks available. Hey,
No luck.
hey bro,
Good
what
D
park
by
you
Love.
at? Like, what part? You know? I'm at Rough Riders.
And the dunk by LeBron.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was
I'm at Rough Riders, man.
Nets trail by 7. Lopez sets a screen for Thompson. He kicks to Lopez. And stolen by James. LeBron left. Shot. Armstrong dishes to Beverly.
Hey, bro, tell me when you're on my part.
LeBron left side.
With what? TRE.
From about 19 feet. And right on target. Good. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good work to take some
They
more
are
points
sick.
off this lead.
That's it.
Those are the kind of possessions.
They are
Now
gay.
in for the
LeBron for
Hey, I are gay.